Hi, Sean Huckster here. Welcome down the Mighty Max rabbit hole. Today we're looking at the third of the Series 3 Doom Zone sets that I have. And we're talking about Mighty Max Squishes Fly. So in the story, Max teleports into the lair of the villainous Fly. And he's a vampire, apparently, who likes to suck the blood from humans. So he has captured some humans, and Max is going to try to rescue them. The Fly is actually expecting Max, the Mighty One, and was kind of hoping for him to show up. And he sets his large insect Drax on Max. Max evades, mocks the Fly, but then pretends to be hypnotized. And then the Fly throws a web or a net at Max and hits his own Hypnotron, the device that he's using to control human minds. And this is like not the first time we've had mind control as a theme. Max eventually escapes, grabs a gun, jumps upon the vehicle here, and shoots down the spacecraft. So Max is inside a spacecraft in this one, and you know, I don't know if it looks much like a spacecraft, but I guess. All right. As I showed in the first two of the Series 3 Doom Zones, I did sort of claim I was going to go from the ugliest to the prettiest. And I started with Ratus, and then I did the hand, which I think was pretty ugly. But this one's pretty ugly as well. I mean, it's a big fly, right? I mean, yeah, that's pretty ugly. But, you know, there's beauty in the ugliness of these sets. Let's start with opening the set. So the first thing you notice is these wings, and these do open. So you know this is part of the interior of the set that is shows up on the exterior, as most Mighty Max sets do. And these legs are part of a, well, I'll show you what that is in a minute. So to open the set, the first thing you have to do is if you try to open the head now, it won't work because this is locking. This central piece is kind of locking it down. The central piece comes up, which is like the bridge of the nose and the proboscis of the Fly creature, even though this is a spaceship. So let's pop that up, and I love the fact that this is purple and this bright green pipes in here. I think that's a nice color combination, and I do dig that. And then you can see inside a little bit here, but you open up the head by separating the eyes, and there's a scissor gear there that when you open one eye, it opens the other. And here you have the Fly. Fly is a little squat little bug type creature in, again, purple and green. So I kind of like that combination, although he's kind of just an amorphous blob, sort of. I don't really see him. I mean, he's got a hand and another hand, and he's got these eyes, but he's really just kind of like he lacks kind of clarity of detail. But anyway, let's put him aside for a moment. And then you see the Fly control room. I love these little vents here. It looks very much like 1970s science fiction spacecraft and UFOs, like you'd see in Forbidden Planet or even the Land of the Giants ship. Once this is open and you reveal the little console inside here, that's a bit tight, right? But no, that's not it. This opens up then. So this pops open. And now you can reveal a bit of the inside. And here, look at these monitors. I love this section here. This section looks like just a bank of TV monitors. I really like that detail. I like that quite a lot. And once that's open, you can pop this back down if you like. And it kind of forces down when you open the top anyway. And inside, you have the back opens with this hinge. And you'll notice this looks a heck of a lot like the Scorpion set. And for good reason. There's a lot of parallels between this set and the Scorpion set. So let's open up the back, revealing the inside. Now Max, I had him here, but Max stands. One of his secure foothold is here. It's a little tight right now, but he definitely does stand there. And there's a hole here that Max's head, like Max falls into when you close it. So there's a spot there for Max to sit. But when you open up the back, you see this ugly green web with these like slugs and bugs, and there's a little prisoner in there. I love that. That's just great. And you see hands down here. So there's prisoners in there, and probably more than one. It's kind of hard to see in there, but it looks like there's more than one. And then this is Drax. Drax comes right on out of the back like so, revealing a little bit more of the detail on the back, but not much. But Drax is definitely, if I don't know if you know insects very well, but he is so much like a cicada. I think Drax is supposed to be a large cicada because with the stubby cigar-shaped body and these very wide wings, this is very much looks to me like a cicada. And he's in purple with green eyes and a very dark gunmetal gray body. And his wings form the outside wings of the spaceship when it's closed. And this is Drax, who flies at Max and fails to take Max down. And further inside, you can see that Max is riding, or is driving, this device. I'm not quite sure if they actually call it, this has a name. Let's see. I'm looking at the cartoon now and the read-up on it, and I don't see anything naming this thing, but it's definitely much like the Scorpion in Scorpion, the Scorpobot, except this is the legs of a fly. Otherwise, it's pretty similar. It doesn't have an articulated tail, but you can see it's got all these mechanical devices here, and it's definitely machine-like. So it's another robot vehicle, and the underneath is, you know, unremarkable, but it's got detail but no paint. And is that a spider? Yeah, there's a spider under here, like literally right there. I love some of the details they paint into they sculpt into these sets. Sometimes there's a random detail that doesn't seem to make any sense, but you just love the fact that it's there anyway. And there's a console here that Max can control the vehicle with. Let's see if there's anything more to be said about this one. There's not a lot to it. I mean, it is not my favorite set. It is not the prettiest set. If you look inside, you've got a sticker here and more machinery. The ribbing here is very Geiger-esque from Alien, clearly, very much so, and I do like that. And this does not move or open. You can see the prisoner there, but there's not much else you can do. You can store the fly in here, the fly character in here, but mostly this is meant to be the space for the cicada, Drax, to be placed in. And so we can place Drax back in there now. And Drax fits snugly, and his wings fold back to cover the back of the fly. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to be said about this one. Let's pop Max back in place. Now, I couldn't specifically find a place for the fly to sit in this set. Most Doom Zone heads have a space for the fly, so I kind of put him here, hoping that's correct. I can't put him here because that would interfere with Max. I don't know if I would jam him down further down. It might be hard to get him out. So let's see if he will sit peacefully in the front here. Oh, let's get this back up. He's such a squat character that I'm pretty sure he can fit there. You might have to, yeah, he can fit there. It's not like one of the most perfect spaces I've ever seen, a Doom Zone with negative space designed to fit the character, but it works. So let's close the head over Max. Let's see if that worked. Oh, Max is kind of wonked off on one angle there. So let's get Max on an angle. This is a little soft plastic, so having his foot jammed into the foothold was a little more difficult. So the head closes here. The chest back closes here. And then you can close the eyes and put the nose piece back down, lock it into place, sort of. It kind of locks, not great. And that's really all I have to say about this one. This is Mighty Max Squishes Fly, and is the third of the Series 3 Doom Zones. I honestly bought this more for completion purposes than the fact that I really loved it and wanted it. And I'm finding that that's becoming too much of my problem now, as I'm actually trying to complete sets when what I started out doing was just trying to find these sets that I absolutely loved and want to play with and want to live inside. I don't have the desire to open this one up and live inside it, but I do with many of the others. So I don't rank this terribly highly on my list. I don't know what you do. Please leave comments if you find that you love this set or you hate this set, or if I've got things wrong about this set. And often I love comments if I've missed something, because I pour through these sets really carefully before I do these videos. And I try to find and eke out every little piece of secret. And sometimes I find some stuff that I've never seen before. Not so much in this one. Yeah, I don't consider this exactly filler, but it is not one of my favorite of the Doom Zones for all three series. But that's it for me for now. Please leave comments if you like. Again, Sean Huckster, welcome down to the Mighty Max rabbit hole. And we'll see you next time when I'm doing, I'm on the last half of the 3 of Series 3. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.